video, I will answer the question that student asked about number 14 from midterm practice test. This number covers already material that will be on the midterm, not on quiz 1, but still we need to do the homework and know how to perform. So there are few parts to this question. So first of all, we need to read the question. Please pause and read the question. And then construct a scatter plot of the right foot temperature versus the left foot temperature. So the Y is right foot and the left foot is X. So that's how it's supposed to be on this screen. So let's look at the table. Table is here. Left foot, right foot. So how to answer this question? To answer this question, we're going to use a situation that here we pose the points by typing them their coordinates. Remember, left foot is for X, right foot is plot point, and we plot it already. Then we have 89, 90. You just literally type. If you have a point that has fractions, you do the same, but you use this format for fractions, and so on. So you don't need to guess, you don't need to do it approximately. So just plot the points. And then always check the coordinates that you enter, because sometimes it's easy to miss a point or easy to swap the coordinates. So pay attention to this procedure, and I will do it for you here. So the last point is on. You can close this window and scroll down. So here are the points that plotted, or points on axes. So look at this, construct a scatter plot. So this is the scatter plot for this particular data set. The next question. So once you check and see that you have a green check mark, that means it's correct. Compute the correlation coefficient between the temperatures of the left and right feet. Round your answer to at least 3 decimal places. You don't want to do this by hand. Even I know that the textbook has the formula. It's much easier to perform this operation by using Ti-84. Let's look at the details, how we need to do it. We go back to the original data, and we're going to enter left foot, remember it's for X, and right foot is for Y. We're going to enter into list L1 and L2. How to do so? We go in Stat, and we need to be here, Edit, Enter. And now if your list, either one of them has already some data and you want to get rid of all data, you just move your cursor with these arrows to the top, press clear and button down. And then you need to do the same with L2, so you need to move your cursor here and again press clear and button down. So now we're going to enter the data. So I'm going to enter 88, 89, 89. So I'm entering the left foot temperatures recorded in this table. Some people prefer enter as ordered pairs, but it's up to you. Make sure when you enter, you see that you start from the beginning and you enter your data and you have correspondence. So we have here larger screen. So the left foot has temperature 88, the first point, the right will be 89. and you enter into L2. Now we at this row, and so on. So you keep an eye on both columns in this table and periodically check your numbers in list L1 and L2. Make sure that they match and the number of data in each list must be the same. So once we're done, so now we need to know what is the correlation coefficient. Sometimes you have even more questions. You want they ask you to plot the points on the calculator. But first, let's do correlation coefficient. So to make sure that your calculator reflects correlation coefficient, make sure that your catalog has command diagnostic in an on position. How to check that? You do second 0, and then in alphabetical order you can press a letter D on your calculator, and you have to, or just scroll down with these arrows, and you have to get, don't scroll too fast because you might go over. And so this is diagnostic off. We need diagnostic on. You see, diagnostic on. So we need to click twice, once and twice, enter until you see done. What happened now after you calculate the linear regression function for this data, your correlation coefficient will be there. How to calculate the correlation coefficient? Stat, calc, and then choose linear regression number 4. You can just press 4 on your calculator, or you can just scroll down and enter. Here you have to tell where is your list for x coordinates. It's in L1, left foot. Remember, y L2. Frequency we don't have. Store regression equation. If you want to graph, you key information right, calculate the regression equation. So here's the regression equation. The first coefficient 0.863507109, and then you round to the number of places. And the second coefficient B 10.68720379. And what is the correlation coefficient? The correlation coefficient is 0.87690860. How many decimal places we need to round this correlation coefficient? It tells us to round the answer to at least 3 decimal places. At least means you can round 2 more. I put 0.1, you can put just 0.87. If you round to 3, that will be 7. If you round to 4, there will be 8.769, because after 9 we have 0. So check your answer. Alright. If a patient's left foot is cooler than the average, would you expect the patient's right foot to be warmer or cooler than the average? So let's look at this correlation. So you see, if left foot cooler, the right foot cooler, this is increasing function, which means that for smaller values of x, you will have smaller values of y, and for smaller values correspond to lower temperature or cooler left foot. And for larger values of x, you will have larger values of y, or higher than warmer. If a patient's left foot is cooler than the average, would you expect the patient's right foot to be warmer or cooler? So I would expect the right foot to be cooler than average, since R is positive. Positive correlation coefficient confirms that the function has increasing behavior. So check that, and we got the answer. Which of the following is best interpretation of the correlation coefficient? Here you have to read the textbook and choose what is the correlation coefficient. It's in your textbook. Please read in chapter 4. Thank you for your time and have a good day.